Hey everyone, it's Michelle here at Makiki 1988, and have I got something amazing to show you. I would say a surprise, but if you know me, if you know my style, and if you've seen any of my recent posts, you know what I have been vying for, and that is the Brooklyn 34. So I will just bring it right out for you because I actually didn't even have them wrap the bag. I did not request a factory wrap bag. In fact, I requested that they check the bag and find me the one with the least amount of green because I like the way those bags sit in with their slouch. So this is my Brooklyn 34. And I have thought about this for weeks on end. I've thought about the right color for me. I've thought about so many amazing things and ultimately decided that the Brooklyn 34 in maple was going to be the best choice for me. I have, well, four other Brooklyns technically. I have three Brooklyn 28s. I have a black, the Merlot that I distressed, and a bluebell. And then I now have that Brooklyn 23, which is also black. And as much as I wanted to get another black Brooklyn, because I think that's such a classy color to have the bag in, I really wanted to open myself and encourage myself to try more of the maple. I do love maple, and I figured out that what has made it hard for me to dress or style in the past is that I don't always put the right colors with it. Where some people will put like a true color, I found that I like the variated browns with it. So, quick overview. I have not quite figured out how I'm going to fully decorate her, but I knew for sure that I finally found a home for my honey brown tags that I've had made. Again, my wonderful sales associate did the matcha and coach and the Dallas skyline. So I've got that switched out for the gunmetal hardware. I do love to downplay the gold hardware, and I feel like gunmetal goes so well in kind of just muting that. And that's always the reason why I love these Brooklyns, is because they literally have just the two rings on them and the snap. So even though we don't have a whole lot of selection with the hardware, there's very minimal hardware. Quick close up, as I mentioned, I wanted a bag with very little grain. So he brought one out that was still wrapped. Let me peek under the covers. And I was like, yep, that's it. That is perfect. That is her. All right. And as I mentioned, I am just about 5'8". And I will tell you, I love this size. The bottom of the bag hits right at my hip. I can keep my arms at my side and move them and use them. I love a good purse that allows me to be functional, consider good ergonomics, and allow me to keep use of both my arms. I try not to carry a heavy bag. I will say this bag, there's a few reasons why I got it, specifically about the size. I feel like the sleekness of the Brooklyn makes it such a great work bag, but the 28 was just a little too small because I couldn't fit my iPad Pro in it. I try not to travel with my laptop, and if I do, I keep it in my hotel, and I just carry my iPad Pro if I need it for spreadsheets or presentations or documents. And so it is pretty important that I have that on me. I think a laptop is too heavy to carry around. My bag's already fucked up. I'm not trying to make it worse, right? I'm gonna just jump right into the video and just kind of show you everything that I love about this bag. I did want to do a quick size comparison since I know everybody likes to see it. And I think that depending on the angles that we all film in, those bags look very different. So I do have my Bluebell 28, which doesn't have anything in it, it's just stuffed. And then I have my now Brooklyn Maple 34. So matching them by side, here we go, right? You've got about what I would say is almost 6 inches difference in the top to bottom, not necessarily the full drop length. When we look at the drop length alone, I think there's probably about a 4-inch difference. There's the other side profile. If I remember, the Brooklyn 20 is about 2.5 inches wide, and the Brooklyn 34 is actually 4 inches wide, or 3.5 inches wide. You'll have to check the website, because again, I can't be bothered to. So the Brooklyn 28 to me is a perfect everyday purse, and even for me, this is actually a little bit of a large carry bag, but I love it. I wear all of my Brooklyns frequently. These are the bags that call to me from my closet the most often. This does pass the elbow test, where I can go from my hand to my wrist to my shoulder without having to use a second hand, okay? So Brooklyn 28, she's gorgeous. They'll all still be getting used. When I think about the Brooklyn 34, this is definitely a large bag carry for me. This is a bag that I would use to go work at a cafe because I don't like to carry multiple bags. This is also a bag that I would use for like a work bag. I feel like the silhouette of the Brooklyn has a very professional look to it, and I intend to use it that way. I'll actually be heading back out of town again next week, and this is going to be my bag of choice. Beautiful, simple, lovely. I do love the way that the maple works with my wardrobe. I wore this outfit specifically because these are colors I wear a lot during the winter, and this is kind of how I like to dress when I don't have to be on business meetings. And I like that I can dress these Brooklyn bags up and dress them down. I will give you a quick overview of everything I have in here. I'm going to give you a quick what's in my bag so you can see how I would pack this. This is always the fun part. You may not be able to see, but we'll just pretend like you can, okay? So there's that. Lovely. And I'll just kind of pull those things right out. So first things first, again, I wanted to make sure that I can comfortably fit my iPad Pro in here. It could go in here standing up, but I do like my iPad Pro to be laying down. And so I've got that in there, and it's pretty easy to manage in and out. And this is the iPad Pro 11, and I do believe that the 12.9 would fit in here as well. Next, also another work must is my planner. This is an A5 planner. My brain, my ride or die, this has to go in the majority of my bags, and it does also fit in my Brooklyn 28. Again, playing with the browns, I decided to bring out my Essential Slim card case in the crystal. I love that. I love that. Playing with the different tones of browns is what has made it so much easier for me to wear brown. Because this bag is big enough and I have room, I was able to put my sunglasses in a shade, and again, brown, brown. I did pack my extras, which I would typically bring for a work conference, but also a cafe day. So I've got my portable charger and my AirPods. Pen pouch. And then I haven't shown this yet, but I do have the Longchamp leather pouch. So when I was looking for the Longchamp extra small, the black one that I previously showed, I knew that I also wanted the leather pouch, and I kept trying to go back and forth. Which one do I get? Do I get this one or do I get that one? This one does not come with a strap or anything, but what I do plan to do with this is take this to a cobbler and get it punched, grommets in, so I can wear this as a crossbody. This is the exact same measurements and size as the black Longchamp extra small that I have. This one is truly meant to be used as a pouch. I do have all my items in here. I'm using this as an EDC. I've got my lotion, I've got my perfume, my mirror, my keys, my hand sanitizer, everything in there. And I love that this is a big enough pouch to fit all these things, but it's not like a tall pouch. So I can even use this in like my Brooklyn 28s. The thing that I love about this is while these do retail for $200, a frustrated seller sold this to me on Poshmark. Somebody had purchased it from her and it was new with tags. And then they returned it, and Poshmark approved the return request because they said it wasn't authentic, because a lot of people don't know that these exist. I, however, do. I would recommend that if you're looking to buy any Longchamp items secondhand, that you first go into a Longchamp store and feel their items and take a good look at what their items are. Because there are a lot of counterfeits. This is not a counterfeit, and I got this for just under $100. So it was a great deal to get both items on sale, and this is my great EDC for this Brooklyn 34. All right, so that's everything for the main pouch, not that you can see in there really. And then, of course, true to the Brooklyn, they do have the back snap pocket. That's typically where I'll just keep my lipstick, and then sometimes I'll have my hand sanitizer or my lotion or my perfume there. So this is a great and easy bag to pack and carry. I do love that this is versatile and you can use this as both a large purse or a work bag. I love that they came out with some very traditional colors for this first drop. And I imagine that this will be a very popular bag for Coach. So, awesome. I don't know what else to say about it. Yeah, the Coach store that I was at did have all three of the new colors, or all four. They have black, Merlot, maple, and the olive suede. I'm not really big on suede, especially in this silhouette, but oh, it's gorgeous. So if you have any other ideas about maybe some additional bag charms or decorations I can add to this, I have thought about maybe like a scarf. I would happily take any recommendations. One other thing I want to mention, of course, is that true to all Coach bags, you do get the dust bag with it. And as you can imagine, the best way to put the Brooklyns in is actually sideways. I do keep all my bags stuffed and stored in their bags. And then last but not least, my sales associate had a gift for me. Even though she wasn't there in person, she sent it through one of the other great sales associates. And so I thought I would open this on camera. I have no idea what this is. She had said to me that she got something for me, and I was like, okay, like you didn't have to, but thank you for thinking about me. She knows my style very well. It's kind of heavy. I have no idea what this is, but I'm going to open this blindly. Okay. Okay, we have a little bag. I feel like I have an idea. And I go, oh, this is cool. This is cool. I have a feeling that this is a bag charm. And I am very intrigued because, again, she knows my style. She knows the things I like. But she also knows that probably there's certain things that I would never like get for myself just because I can't mentally justify that. But, ooh. Dang, yo, she got me a Rexy. She got me a black Rexy. Whew. Monica, you're a real one. Thank you so much. That's absolutely gorgeous. And truthfully, I think for now she can. Rexy, is Rexy a he or she? I think it is a she. She can go right here on this bag. Okay, well, I do have to go and finish the rest of my life for the day, but I wanted to do a quick reveal of this bag and show you what fits in this bag. I know a lot of us are very interested in the Brooklyn 34 and interested in what she fits, so I hope this was helpful to you. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.